There's more musicians who've called out politicians for using their music without consent from them and the music label. So let's have a recap, and we'll go back to 1984 with Bruce Springsteen against three U.S. presidents: Ronald Reagan in 1984, Dole in 1996, and Buchanan in 2000. Which Chuck Rubin, founder of Artist Rights Enforcement Corporation, has said, I don't think it has anything to do with money. It has to do with the political viewpoint of the artist or songwriter or publisher. But they do have the right to either say yay or nay. And how powerful music can be. This is how politicians they can they and we're going to be talking about prime ministers, presidents, senators, governors, businessmen, and we're going across the globe. Because some of this is not just going to be involved in USA. It's also going to be involved in one in France and one in New Zealand, which that's going to be fixed, but we're going to talk about it. Bruce Springsteen versus Ronald Reagan, Bob Dole, and Buchanan. 1984, 1996, 2000. Song, Born in the USA. So, Born in the USA was a major hit. People in the States loved it. And that caught the attention of Ronald Reagan, who tried to use the song for his campaign. Although Bruce Springsteen, he had no connection with Ronald Reagan and did not allow him to use his music. An advisor for Reagan tried to ask, but he said no. And Reagan tried to make this excuse. America's future rests in a thousand dreams inside our hearts. It rests in a message of hope in the songs of a man so many young Americans admire. New Jersey's own Bruce Springsteen, and helping you make those dreams come true is what Job of Mine is all about. And it didn't took a while for Bruce Springsteen to counter, who said, I think people have a need to feel good about the country they live in, but what's happening, I think, is that they, which is a good thing, is getting manipulated and exploited by people like him. And even questioning if Ronald Reagan even listens to his music. And Bob Dole and Buchanan tried to do that in their campaigns, and he both said no. And this is when it all started. Bobby McFerrin versus George H.W. Bush, or you can call him George Bush Sr. 1988. Song, Don't worry, be happy. So the vice president, who was working with George Bush Sr. at the time, tried to use the song, but Bobby McFerrin said he voted for Dukakis and told him to stop. And George Bush Sr. tried. He said he loved the Bobby music and tried to invite him to dinner, but he said no, and he stopped singing the song. And in respect, George Bush used "This Land Is Your Land" by Woody Guthrie. Isaac Hayes versus Bob Dole, 1996. Song Soul Man. Now this involves Sam Moore of Sam and Dave, who made a different version of Soul Man. And Bob Dole tried to use the song instead of the original music by Isaac Hayes and co-writer David Porter. But Bob Dole tried to use it. I'm a soul man. I'm a Dole man. And don't have no girlfriends, no. And he tried to use that at the Republican convention. So, I advocate David Porter and the music label Rondor Music, which is a liberal party. Music label sent the cease and desist letter threatening to sue for $10,000 each time the song was used. Which indicates saying nobody gave any permission. It would also bother me that because the people may get the impression that David and I endorse Bob Dole, which we don't. And which leads to journalist Charles Meminger saying connecting Bob Dole to Soul Man is like connecting Jeffrey Dahmer to feelings. So Bob Dole stopped using Soul Man, and ended up using American Boy by country singer Eddie Rabbitt. And since he had to deal with Bruce Springsteen, born in the USA, British musician Sting versus George W. Bush, aka George Bush Jr. 2000, brand new day. Brand new day was very popular. And which ended up being used at George Bush's campaign, and Sting told him not to use it. Sting wants nothing to do with U.S. politics, and since he's from England, and of course, which makes sense. USA always drag the people into like politics and trying to make it all about them, that they think they're the center of the world, the globe. And unfortunately, Al Gore was also using that as well for his campaign. So George Bush stopped using the song, and in 2009, Sting and Al Gore met up and had brunch together. So it was a happy ending for them. Tom, Tom Schultz versus Mike Huckabee. Though on behalf of the band Boston, Mike Huckabee, he is an amateur bass player, and during his campaign in 2008 using Boston's More Than a Feeling, sometimes using former Boston guitarist Barry Goodrow, Trader. Tom Schultz sent the opening letter to Mike Huckabee, which he said he was impressed by Mike Huckabee's music talents, but sent a cease and desist letter. And Tom Schultz voted for Barack Obama, and the band Boston had their background had nothing to do with Mike Huckabee. And John McCain ended up being the elected Republican Party politician instead of Mike Huckabee. And speaking of Sam Moore. Sam Moore versus Barack Obama, 2008, song, Hold On, I'm Coming. Sam Moore is a part of an R&B duo, Sam and Dave, and asked Barack Obama to stop using Hold On, I'm Coming, which Barack Obama used Hold On, Obama's Coming. So what Sam Moore had said was his vote for whoever he voted for president is nothing I'm gonna keep in the private matter. Although he was impressed that someone like Barack Obama, who is a person who isn't Caucasian, he mixed race, African American and Hawaiian. And Barack Obama stopped using the song, and Sam Moore performed with Sting and Elvis Costello at a ball for Barack Obama. And 2013, he played at a White House for a PBS music project that came out. Gretchen Peters versus Sarah Palin, 2008, Independence Day. Well, Gretchen Peters won the CMA Song of the Year for the 1993 song Independence Day, which was released by Martina McBride. Sarah Palin, the vice president, working with John McCain, Independence Day was the song about women's rights, but John McCain and Sarah Palin, what their beliefs was they would ban abortion and even in case if a woman was raped or incest. And Gretchen Peters was very disappointed that this is bringing backing up women's rights decades. So what Gretchen Peters she did was all the money made was sent to Planned Parenthood and asked people to donate money under the name Sarah Palin. So you gotta do something right. Jackson Browne versus John McCain, 2008. Song, Running on Empty. Now, John McCain was using a snippet of Running on Empty, trying to mock Barack Obama, who was talking about gas conservation. So Jackson Browne filed a lawsuit against John McCain for misappropriation. So the musician's lawyer had claimed that no matter what you say, no one will believe you. So Jackson Browne got the undisclosed cash settlement and a public apology from John McCain. The Van Orleans versus John McCain and George W. Bush, 2004 and 2008. Still the one. John McCain tried to use Still the One for he won in New Hampshire. The Orleans founder John Hall, who happened to be a Democratic congressman at the time, so he called them out, stop using the or music. And George W. Bush tried to use during his Bush Dick Cheney campaign. Well, John McCain didn't say anything. George W. Bush and Dick Cheney stopped using the song. Dave Grohl of Foo Fighters versus John McCain, 2008. Song, My Hero. Since Dave Grohl voted for Barack Obama and he does not think John McCain is to be his hero. And he was disappointed. And the band has said it's frustrating and infuriating that someone who claims to speak for the American people was repeatedly show such little respect for creativity and intellectual property, which using musicians' music without consent, that's I mean. So John McCain and Sarah Palin, the campaign, they paid to use the song. The sisters of the duo Hart versus Sarah Palin, 2008 song Barracuda. So apparently Sarah Palin, she was talented playing high school basketball and used the nickname Sarah Barracuda and tried to use the song Barracuda for theme song. So the Wilson sisters, they sent a cease and desist letter. Stop using this our song. Which Nancy Wilson, she said, I felt completely fucked over. Sarah Palin's views and values in no way represent us as American women. Well, Sarah Palin still thinks she has the right to use the song, which she should not. And John McCain tried to make an excuse that they were using a blanket license, which is not the actual music license. Van Halen versus John McCain. So the members of the band Van Halen called out John McCain for using their song Right Now. For using the song Right Now. And what happened when member Sammy Hagar started phone tag with John McCain sending a phone call at each other. John Mellencamp versus John McCain, George W. Bush, and Ronald Reagan. 1984, 2000, 2008. Songs: Our Country, Pink Houses, Rockin' the USA. So, regarding John McCain's, he used the songs that his campaign tried to use his America First. And John Mellencamp, he's the far left Democratic Party supporter. And he did perform at a John Edwards rally. He sent the cease and desist letter and regarding George W. Bush, he told him to stop using "Rockin' the USA." And with not happy when Ronald Reagan used pink houses. So John McCain started using started playing Our Country Pink Houses. Swedish music group ABBA versus John McCain. 2008 song Take a Chance on Me. So John McCain is a fan of ABBA's especially songs like Dancing Queen. ABBA sent a cease and desist letter at the John McCain. And even though there was nothing talked about John McCain hopes that ABBA will let them play the song. And Sweden had absolutely nothing to do with USA, especially regarding politics. It's unknown whether John McCain stopped using the group's song. But all we know is that John McCain is still a big fan of ABBA. And they do make good music. John Bon Jovi versus Sarah Palin. 2008 song. Who Said You Can't Go Home? Sarah Palin tried to use John Bon Jovi's song. And John Bon Jovi, he voted for Barack Obama. A 30,800 per plate dinner for Barack Obama at his home. Which John Bon Jovi has said we wrote this song as a thank you note to those who have supported over the past 25 years. The song has been become a banner for our home state of New Jersey and a de facto theme song of our partnerships of the country to build homes and rebuild communities. Although we do not approve of their use of home. And John McCain tried to make that excuse blanket license were used. Indie band MGMT versus French President Nicolas Sarkozy. Song Kids. In 2009, Kid was playing and it caught the attention of French President Nicolas Sarkozy, and two online videos for Nicolas Sarkozy was used by the UMP, Union for Popular Movement Party. So the indie band threatened to sue, and UMP they claimed they used the song by mistake, and they offered a token of €1 in compensation. French lawyer Isabelle Rechstein rejected the offer, insulting, because €1 versus $1 is not the same. It's like giving the dime. Which interesting at the time, Nicolas Sarkozy was pushing a bill to crack down on internet piracy. So what the UMP party did was send 29,000 more euros originally offered, which is 39,050 US dollars, which MGMT donated to artist rights organization, and France finally passed three strikes law in September 2009. So you can't do piracy using someone's content without permission. Guitarist Joe Walsh of the band The Eagles versus Illinois Congressman Joe Walsh. 2010 song Walk Away. Illinois Congressman Joe Walsh tried to use the song Walk Away, but this involves someone else by the same first name, Joe Cantafio, who is a member of the band 101st Rock Division. Who sings a parody video, Lead Away. So Joe Walsh, the guitarist, called them with the season the desistant letter, while calling out Joe Walsh for using a parody for his campaign instead of actually trying to an actual music. Because the Eagles song "Walk Away" is better. And the Copyright Act rewards him by letting him decide who gets to use the songs that he writes. Although Joe Walsh tried to make this excuse that it was just a parody. But here's the thing. Using a parody song, that's like you need to get the permission to make a parody. Weird Al Yankovic does that all the time. Ask the musician, try to use an R&B singer or pop music singer, the music for a parody. Yeah, you'll ask permission, and artist he or she will grant you, and then I have to go through the music label too. So this is a way different. So maybe Joe Waltz should learn from Weird Al Yankovic. Canadian band Rush versus Rand Paul. 2010. The Spirit of Rough Radio and Tom Sawyer. Kentucky Senator Rand Paul, who's the libertarian and a fan of the Canadian band Rush, and he quoted their lyrics and speeches, played their songs at the victory rally. And while the Canadian rock band, they're also libertarians too. But since they were he was using their music without consent, Rand Paul was hit with a cease and desist letter. To copyright music, and also the band has nothing to do with U.S. politics. And now Rand Paul, he's sad that, oh, Rush hates me. Drummer, part. Is now U.S. citizen, and but he would never vote for Rand Paul. And knowing that it's very obvious that the politician hates women and brown people. Don Henley versus Chuck DeVore. 2010 songs. All She Wants to Do is Dance, The Boys of Summer. Now, technology had gotten advanced, and people were making copies of musicians' songs without giving credit. So the California Republican senator candidate tried to use Don Henley's song "The Boys of Summer" into a takedown of Barack Obama and the hope of November. Don Henley, who voted for Barack Obama, asked YouTube to remove the video featuring the reworking of the song, which Chuck DeVore demanded that YouTube please restore my copy. But my copies are legal as parodies, and he also tried to use Don Henley's song "All She Wants to Do Is That Dance" into "All She Wants to Do Is Tax," which sounds like a stripper song if you're trying to make it like that way. So this talked to music court, and U.S. District Court Judge James Selna wrote Chuck DeVore's version of Don Henley's tune failed to mock the songwriter, which would have made them allowed as a parody. So Chuck DeVore, he had to apologize to Don Henley. David Byrne versus Charlie Christ, 2010 song, Road to Nowhere. David Byrne took Charlie Christ to court for no less than $1 million over an attack video against Marco Rubio that featured 1985 Talking Heads single Road to Nowhere. So Charlie Christ, he apologized and agreed to pay an undisclosed sum and agreed to fight against the usage of music and musicians used by politicians without consent. Music group Journey versus Newt Gingrich. 2011 song Don't Stop Believin'. There's a possibility Newt Gingrich may be a Sopranos fan of the HBO series ended and Don't Stop Believin' with Journey, the motivational anthem. So remember Steve Perry sent the season to fifth letter. They think music is just free like a lot of other people on the planet, according to his lawyer Lee Phillips. So Newt Gingrich could not play the song after he didn't get picked. For office. Katrina and the Waves versus Michelle Bachmann. 2011 song Walking on Sunshine. After the band found out Michelle Bachmann using Walking on Sunshine without consent, and they don't endorse Michelle's beliefs and the usage of the music. So singer Katrina Leskanich, she said, if I disagree with the policies, opinions, and platforms for my song's use, I have no choice but try and defend the song and prevent its misuse. Music can be both powerful and amusing and sometimes even a little dangerous. Ted Nugent offered his song Stranglehold to Michelle Bachmann's campaign. And newspaper The News wrote in a hilarious email, Michelle Bachmann is clearly a great American. Tom Petty versus Michelle Bachmann and George W. Bush, 2000 and 2011. Songs, American Girl, I Won't Back Down. Michelle Bachmann played Tom Petty's American Girl at a rally. Tom Petty sent a cease and desist letter even though Tom Petty told Michelle Bachmann not to use the song, she still played the song. But George W. Bush, on the other hand, he stopped playing the song. And Tom Petty played the song "I Won't Back Down" at a private concert at Al Gore's home at the night of his concession speech. Tipper Gore played the drums. The band Survivor versus Newt Gingrich. 2012 song "Eye of the Tiger." Band members Frankie Sullivan. He called out Newt Gingrich, who had been playing the Rocky 3 theme song, which he co-wrote at and Survivor complained about John McCain's Sarah Palin campaign using the same song in 2008. And Survivor frontman David Baker appeared on Stephen Colbert's talk show and sang passages from Newt Gingrich's book "A Nation Like No Other." The Melody of Eye of the Tiger. Newt Gingrich made this claim that he used the right to use the song. But he stopped using it. British rock band The Heavy and Montreal-based publisher Third Side Music versus Newt Gingrich. 2012 song "How You Like Me Now." So Newt Gingrich was using "How You Like Me Now" in Florida, and British indie rock band they posted on their Facebook page posting if you heard "How You Like Me Now" being used by Republican Newt Gingrich in the campaign, we'd like you to know it had fuck all to do with us, and we're trying to stop it being used. Twats. And then they didn't do anything, but Frankie Sullivan already did attacks with the Eye of the Tiger. Cyndi Lauper versus the Democratic National Committee. 2012 song "True Colors." Chairwoman of the Democratic Party tried to Debbie Wasserman Sholtz used Cyndi Lauper's 1986 classic and as an attack against Mitt Romney using "Surprise, True Color." And Cyndi Lauper, she heard about this and sent her displeasure posting on Twitter, writing, "I would not have wanted that song to be used in that way, and Mr. Romney can discredit himself without the use of my work." So Mitch Stewart, the background service director for Barack Obama for America, posted on Twitter, "Cyndi Lauper has never spoken truer words," and the Democratic Party removed the ad from the YouTube campaign. Dee Snider of the band Twisted Sister versus Paul Ryan. 2012 song "We're Not Gonna Take It." So Dee Snider, he has big hair like this, And he also hates politician Paul Ryan. So the vice president Paul Ryan was trying to use "we're not going to take it" at the campaign stops. So the middle band classic song. D. Snyder called them out. We're not going to take it. I did recorded by my band Twisted Sister. There's almost nothing in which I agree with the Paul Ryan, except perhaps the use of the P90X. Another rock musician, Tom Morello, called out Paul Ryan. Although they did have a liking for Rage Against the Machine. The band Silver Sun Pickups versus Mitt Romney. 2012 song Panic Switch. Now this one's a kind of an odd one, which the lyrics, when you see the crowd in the room, do your fingers itch? Are you the pistol whip? Do the step the light or release the glitch? So Silver's on the pickups that are alternate rock song doesn't really fit a campaign. And the band sent the cease and desist to Mitt Romney. And they don't think Panic Switch fits the campaign. So they tried to play the song under blanket license, but they stopped playing it. Al Green versus Mitt Romney, 2012 song Let's Stay Together. Barack Obama released an ad that featured Mitt Romney singing America the Beautiful. Mitt Romney's side retaliated with the stuff Obama sang the Al Green classic Let's Stay Together. So that was taken off YouTube due to copyright claims from BMG Rights Management on behalf of Al Green. And Al Green voted for Barack Obama. Although it was restored on YouTube, because if Barack Obama can use it, Mitt Romney can too, so fair game. Somali Canadian musician Kanan versus Mitt Romney. 2012 song Waving Flag. Now the hit song used at the FIFA World Cup in South Africa. The Haiti campaign, which features hip hop artist will.i.am from Black Eyed Peas and France DJ David Guetta, who produced the song. Mitt Romney tried to use the positive song during a victory rally in Florida, and came on with he would hit with tweets accusing him of selling out to a conservative politician. So Buchanan sent a legal action against Mitt Romney, saying, "I'm for immigrants, I'm for poor people, and they don't seem to be what he's endorsing." And he said he would happily grant the Barack Obama's campaign to use without prejudice. Now, Mitt Romney tried to insist to use the blanket license, but they stopped playing it in respect for Canaan. Now, let's head over to New Zealand with Eminem versus New Zealand Prime Minister John Key. Now, this one was fixed later on, 3 years later. When John Key tried to use Eminem's famous song "Lose Yourself," which is released in 2002 for the 8 Mile, and which was also on Curtain Call and the Eminem Show, and was performed in January 2020. And although USA and New Zealand usually doesn't have a connection, when Eminem's music label Shady Records, Dr. Dre's Aftermath, and Interscope Records got this notification that John Key was using the song without permission, and there was a similar sounding one. So the music labels sent us cease and desist. And in 2017, John Key's campaign had to pay 900,000 New Zealand dollars in compensation. Dropkick Murphys versus Scott Walker. January 2015 song "I'm Shipping Off to Boston." Wisconsin Governor Scott Walker used this song in Iowa for its campaigns, which the Celtic punk band they retaliated on Twitter with at Scott Walker, at Governor Walker, please stop using our music in any way. We literally hate you. Love, Dropkick Murphys. But it's not just them. In 2011, the boys from Beantown released the song "Take 'Em Down" to express support for Wisconsin union workers who were protesting against Scott Walker after a budget bill that would have been taken away the right to collective bargaining. And in 2012, Assembly Speaker Jeff Fitzgerald walked out to "I'm Shipping Off to Boston" during the Wisconsin GOP convention, which the Dropkick Murphy called him out a crony of the anti-union Governor Scott Walker, and music choice was like a white supremacist coming out to gangster rap. So they posted on their Facebook page, "This is a legal issue to us. And no, we're not looking to sue someone. We have the right to ask not to be associated with certain events or people." Axel and Ingrosso of Swedish House Mafia. April 2015. Song, Something New. Marco Rubio tried to use the song Something New, produced by two members of the Swedish House Mafia. But actually, and Ingrosso, they want nothing to do with U.S. politics, and they didn't give consent. And Marco Rubio even tried to make this excuse that he's a fan of David Guetta, and he's a fan of Axel Ingrosso and the Swedish House Mafia, and the list goes on. Although Axel Ingrosso didn't sue, and Marco Rubio said he's a Nicki Minaj fan as well. Neil Young versus Donald Trump, June 5th, 2015. Song, Rockin' in the Free World. Over at the Trump Tower on June 16th, Donald Trump was playing Rockin' in the Free World and saying to be the greatest job president that God ever created. Neil Young, since he's a Canadian citizen, he supports Bernie Sanders for president. And Donald Trump's representative claimed that they used the blanket license. Although Trump's campaign manager, Corey Lewandowski, notified that the Republican candidate continues to be a Neil Young fan, even if Neil Young thinks that Bernie Sanders should be president of USA, and in respect, they will not play Rockin' in the Free World because it's the right thing to do. And Bernie Sanders started using Rockin' in the Free World for his campaign with consent. Brian May of Queen versus Donald Trump, 2016. Song, We're the Champions. Now, this had some connections to singer Freddie Mercury. And while We Are the Champions became a sports anthem, while Pat Buchanan used it in 1992, and Freddie Mercury died of pneumonia, and Mitt Romney tried to use it in 2012 and we learned that Freddie Mercury, he was gay. This is not what we're talking about. So Brian May had called Donald Trump out for not using their song without consent. So Queen's famous song is not to be used for a political campaign. But you know Donald Trump, he doesn't like to listen. And speaking of some other artists, Celine Dion. The song "My Heart Will Go On," which was used in the Titanic movie soundtrack. And Celine Dion's team issued a statement on August 10th claiming Donald Trump for unauthorized usage of the 90s film. Celine Dion that did not endorse this or any similar use. And the family of James Horner, the song's composer who died in 2015, also said in a statement that the Horner family does not endorse and support the Trump fans campaign or the use of the song at any events. The campaign does not reflect the beliefs and values of James Horner or the family. It is important that family and music is not to be used for seeking for profit inappropriately after death. Beyonce knows 2024. The song Freedom, which would use the 15-second clip of Donald Trump shown, which Beyonce knows sent a cease and desist letter toward Donald Trump while giving permission to Kamala Harris and Tim Walz to use her song. Isaac Hayes' family. After the death of Isaac Hayes, family called out Donald Trump for using the song Hold On, I'm Coming at campaign rallies and events, even NRA convention. Isaac Hayes' son, Isaac Hayes the third, shared that they plan to file a lawsuit and learning that the Trump campaign used the song about 135 times without licensing the song or asking for permission. So Isaac Hayes the third said, I was pissed. There's just been a mass shooting. So why are they using an NRA convention? I want to make legal action because the Trump has made statements against women, and here's the man who was convicted of sexual abuse. I'm a brother to 7 sisters, and I don't want anybody to think of Hold On and think of Donald Trump. Jack White of the White Stripes. Seven Nation Army. When MAGA campaign flocked Margot Martin used the song when Donald Trump was boarding a plane, Jack White fired back, don't even think about using my music, you fascist. Lawsuit coming from my lawyers about this to add to your 5,000 others. Sinead O'Connor's estate versus Donald Trump. Nothing compares to you with used in Maryland and North Carolina. And if she was alive today, she would have been disgusted, hurt, and insulted to have her work misrepresented in this way of someone who she represented as a referred to as the typical as the dumb devil. If we're going to talk about Donald Trump, because he is because he reads Adolf Hitler's book. David Grohl of Foo Fighters against Donald Trump and Robert F. Kennedy Jr. My hero was used without consent. No member of Foo Fighters agreed to give permission to Donald Trump or any other person supporting him. And all money used will give to Kamala Harris' Tim Walz campaign. Johnny Marr of the Smiths. Donald Trump tried to use the song Please, 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 Let Me Get a One-on-One. With especially MAGA. Guitarist and songwriter Johnny Marr responded with the tweet in the video. Alright, okay, I never in a million years I would have ever thought this could come to pass. Consider this a shit shut right down now. ABBA. Even though they disbanded Donald Trump tried to use there's a song about Dancing Queen, Money Money, Winner Takes It All. The group label demanded Donald Trump stop immediately. The Village People, 2023. Donald Trump is a fan of Village People, and he used YMCA and Macho Man at rallies. And founding member Victor Willis, he's switched when Black Lives Matter was a thing. And then in May 2023, he sent a cease and desist against Donald Trump. Especially when Donald Trump was at Mar-a-Lago dancing to Macho Man with the group dressed up like the Village People. And Victor Willis was disappointed and did not want any Village People fans thinking that was actually Village People actually with Donald Trump at Mar-a-Lago at his campaign supporting him, and they do not support Donald Trump. Journey's Neil Sean, 2022. Neil Sean sent a cease and desist letter over performance of Don't Stop Believin'. As his bandmate Jonathan Cain, who performed the 1981 hit at Mar-a-Lago in 2023, that included Marjorie Taylor Greene, Kimberly Guilfoyle, and Carrie Lake. And Neil Hashon used the season to assist as a bad usage of the famous song, the harmful usage to their brand. Neil Young from 2015 to 2020, Rockin' in the Free World. Neil Young sued Donald Trump at the rally. But he gave up the Rolling Stones 2020 versus and Donald Trump was using you can't always get what you want at rallies, jokingly saying this could be the last time Trump used any Jagger Richards song on the campaigns. John Fogerty, 2020. Donald Trump was using John Fogerty's Fortunate Son, which is kind of interesting because Donald Trump grew up rich because Fred Trump, he was a multimillionaire, and Donald Trump, he got thousands of dollars as an allowance, which in the USA, you would even be lucky to get $100 as an allowance. So John Fogerty sent a cease and desist letter for using Fortunate Son. And also talking about, I also wrote about the wealthy people not paying their fair share of taxes. Mr. Trump is a prime example of these issues. And John Fogerty wrote the song because as a veteran, he was disgusted that some people were allowed to be excluded from serving USA because access to public political and financial privilege. Tom Petty's estate versus Donald Trump. I won't back down. Tom Petty's family spoke out after certain Florida man used I won't back down, writing that Trump was no way authorized to use the song to further a campaign that leaves too many Americans in a common sense behind. Tom wrote the song for the underdog, for the common man, and for everyone. We believe in America and I believe in democracy, but Donald Trump is not representing the noble ideals of either. Phil Collins, 2020. In the air tonight. The MAGA community was a hit when Phil Collins sent a cease and desist against Donald Trump for usage of his 1981 single. He slammed Donald Trump for using the song as satirical reference to COVID-19 and Iowa was going to spike in coronavirus cases, adding that the musician is still concerned that Donald Trump's usage would damage Phil Collins' reputation. Steven Tyler of Aerosmith, 2018. Steven Tyler sent a cease and desist letter to Donald Trump for living on the edge. And in 2021, they told them to knock it off when Donald Trump was using Dream On when Donald Trump was trying to run for office. Pop singer Rihanna, 2018. Donald Trump used Rihanna's 2000 song Don't Stop the Music when at a rally in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Rihanna's music team sent a cease and desist letter threatening legal action that quotes, it has come to attention that President Trump has utilized Rihanna's musical composition and master recordings, including hit track Don't Stop the Music, in connection to it with a number of political events held across the United States. And Robin Fenty, she's a businessman as well. She has a clothing brand, Savage Fenty, women's clothing. She's married to A$AP Rocky, hip-hop artist, and they have 2 kids. REM is the end of the world as we know it, and I feel fine. Right before Donald Trump became U.S. president for the first time in 2016, Michael Stipe of REM issued a statement to Donald Trump for using the song "Go Fuck Yourselves." A lot of you use attention-grabbing, power-hungry little men. Do not use their music or my voice for your moronic charade of a campaign. Kenny Loggins, 2025, Danger Zone. So Danger Zone would use as an AI-generated video that showed Donald Trump dumping shit on people participating in the October 18th No Kings protest against Donald Trump. So someone with the username at XERIAS_X with the account owner posted on the meme page, and it was later shared by Donald Trump on Truth Social, and the AI video, it showed Donald Trump wearing a crown and piloting a military fighter jet, emblazing with King Trump dumped what looks like a ton of poop on anti-Donald Trump. So Kenny Loggins called out the use of his song Danger Zone unauthorized, and nobody asked for permission for the song to be used, and I request for this to be removed immediately. And he does not want his music associated with politics, and this is just try to divide us, and that U.S. citizens, they need to stay together. Olivia Rodrigo, 2025, All-American Bitch. Donald Trump used Olivia Rodrigo's All-American Bitch without consent and tried to use some of her other songs. And Olivia Rodrigo, who was in her 20s, and she did not want to be tied to any politics, just wanted to make some pop songs. She sent a cease and desist against Donald Trump, saying that she did not want to get be connected to any political campaigns. And her vote is her vote. She can do the secret ballots because that's a right for a citizen of any country. Taylor Swift, the fate of Ophelia was used, but Taylor Swift kept quiet about this, and Swifties were very disappointed that she didn't speak up about it or do something about it against Donald Trump using her music. Nor did the record label Republic Record that Taylor Swift is signed to, they did not do anything. Sabrina Carpenter, 2025, Juno. Now this is on her man's best friend, and what she does with her concerts is she'll call out some people doing shout outs, but she arrests some people. But this caught the attention of Donald Trump, and it ended up bad when Sabrina Carpenter and yes, she's the niece of Nancy Cartwright, who voices several characters on The Simpsons and Rugrats. My Little Pony. Sabrina Carpenter was on Saturday Night Live with Marcelo Hernandez, and she did a music video. Donald Trump used her song Juno off Man's Best Friend album, which Donald Trump used the footage of Sabrina Carpenter going, "You're under arrest," which the move of ICE doing the same exact thing. So they copied out Sabrina Carpenter doing the same thing. But they cut out the others, what comes after what Sabrina Carpenter said on stage. Which she said the same thing as Olivia Rodrigo, telling Donald Trump administration not to involve her or her music to benefit his disrespectful campaign. So the 26-year-old went on Saturday Night Live. So this was posted by the White House on TikTok and Twitter, X, of espresso singer Marcelo Hernandez promoting a Saturday Night Live gig for a short and sweet tour tradition, arresting stars in the crowd. So which Marcelo Hernandez said, I think I might to arrest someone for being too illegal hot. Which with in the clip video, and Marcelo Hernandez said, well, I turned myself in. So the original video looks like this. And then the video gets cut off, and then there's a montage of Immigration and Customs Enforcement officers detaining people. And there's using Rihanna's S&M song, Get the Bag by Gucci Mane, featuring Amigos. So a spokesman at the White House, Abigail Jackson, reacted to somebody in the conference call out, and she said, here's a short and sweet message for Sabrina Carpenter. We want to apologize for deporting dangerous criminals, illegal murders, rapists, and pedophiles from our country. Anyone who defends these sick monsters was stupid or is slow. And unfortunately, this is why Bruce Springsteen called out politicians out for misusing songs. Sarah Palin and George W. Bush John McCain they were on the list of many usages of songs by musicians without giving consent. And now Donald Trump is the #1 politician to use musicians' songs without consent. And that is not something to celebrate. That is the worst thing that you could ever do. That is despicable. And Taylor Swift should not be quiet about this. She should be able to speak out about this. And at least there's some politicians who decided to give compensation. They apologized. Agreed to go against the usage of music without the consent. And those politicians who were against the illegal usage of music without the consent. Thank you to those who actually did this, and Donald Trump should be put where he is, and he needs to pay up all these music labels. That are calling in pay up. And every single musician, no matter what genre, if you're part of like a group or a band or DJ, keep fighting, because it's your music. You own it. And the music label, they also have part of the music, and they can got a copyright strike anytime they wish. And as usual, fuck Trump.